Donna Derby's tearful reaction to Bradley Walsh's heartwarming Christmas adoption. The snow outside fell quietly, like a soft curtain closing in on the world, and inside the Walsh household, the glow of Christmas lights wrapped every corner in warm, golden comfort. What no one knew, not the fans, not the press, not even most of Bradley Walsh's closest friends, was that this year's Christmas would bring a moment so profound, so life-changing, that it would leave his wife, Donna Derby, in tears. For years, viewers had seen Bradley as the quick-witted host of the chase, the man who could turn a tense quiz moment into a burst of laughter. But what the public often forgets is that Bradley Walsh is also a husband, a father, and a man with a heart far larger than the camera ever shows. And this story begins one late autumn afternoon when Bradley returned home from filming. Donna noticed it immediately, the way he hung his coat more slowly, the deep breath he took before speaking, the softness in his eyes she knew all too well. Something was weighing on him. He finally sat beside her and told her about a young boy he'd met during a charity visit. A quiet, gentle 10-year-old named Oliver, a child who had spent most of his life in and out of care homes, always hoping, always waiting for a family who would see him, truly see him. Bradley couldn't shake the feeling. Oliver had looked up at him with a mixture of admiration and silent longing, a look that haunted Bradley long after he'd left the charity center. Donna listened carefully, recognizing that this wasn't just another emotional encounter from Bradley's philanthropic work. This boy had touched something deep within her husband. Over the following weeks, Bradley visited Oliver again and again. He helped him with homework, taught him card tricks, shared stories from his childhood. Slowly, Oliver began to trust him, opening up with shy smiles and questions about life, family, and what Christmas felt like when you had your own home. Donna, watching quietly from the sidelines, began to feel that same tug at her heart. She had seen Bradley fall in love with people before. He was warm, generous, and endlessly compassionate. But this was different. This wasn't admiration. This was connection. By early December, Bradley made a decision that would change all their lives. One evening, as the Christmas tree sparkled behind them, he took Donna's hands and gently told her he wanted to adopt Oliver. But he didn't want to do it alone. He wanted it to be their choice, their journey, their family. Donna felt her breath catch. She wasn't unprepared. Her heart had already begun weaving Oliver into their lives, but hearing Bradley say the words aloud made everything real. She nodded through tears, holding him tightly, as the weight of their decision turned into overwhelming warmth. The process moved quickly. Social workers visited, meetings were held, papers were signed. And then, on Christmas Eve, under soft falling snow and the quiet stillness of night, Oliver walked into the Walsh home as more than a guest. He walked in as their son. Bradley stepped forward first, kneeling down to Oliver's level, as Donna stood just behind him, hands trembling. "Oliver, you're home now. You're part of our family, forever." Donna couldn't hold her tears back any longer. She saw the moment Oliver realized he wasn't alone anymore, the way his small shoulders relaxed, the disbelief melting into fragile hope. He stepped toward her, hesitated, and then wrapped his arms around her waist. That was the moment everything else faded away. The cameras, the studios, the long filming schedules, all of it became irrelevant. It was just the three of them, holding each other in the soft glow of Christmas lights, breathing in the miracle of newfound family. For Bradley, it was the greatest role he would ever take on. Far, but something he could finally call his own. And as the evening wound down, with hot chocolate warming their hands and carols drifting through the house, Donna whispered the words she had been holding in her heart. "Merry Christmas, son."